Wrestling Shoot, the shoot interview of Nick Bondage. Right now, we're going to turn it over to you. Anything you want to get off your chest or shoot on, or whatever you put over, whatever you want to do.
You know, I never was a big fan of you know, shooting on anybody. Of course, you know, unless they they deserve to be shot on, or much less in the ring, unless it became absolutely necessary. Because I was taught a very valuable lesson right from the get-go, and I can actually owe this one to Justin Stone. But he taught me to work if you can, job if you must, and shoot if you have to. And I've always followed that philosophy. But here, as of late, there have been a few things that have really just chapped my ass, and that's to all you juggalos out there. You know, I'm not even really sure what to say other than you're all crap. I hate every one of you. Your lifestyle, your choices that you make, and your involvement in the wrestling business most of all. Because if I find out you're a juggalo and you step foot in the ring with me, I'm going to teach you exactly what it's like to be in the ring with somebody that knows how to wrestle. So fair warning to anybody out there who's a juggalo or an ICP mark or ICP fan.
Right. Let's talk about fans for a minute. Where would you say some of the best fans are? I mean, you've traveled all over the country. Where's the best place for fans?
That's a difficult question. I wouldn't say it's the best fans or any general location, but I see the best fans at most of your old school shows.
Right.
You know, guys that take their time in the ring, guys that actually tell a story and give the people something to chew on and give them something to talk about whenever they go home.
All right, challenge the audience a little bit.
That's when you draw the best fans. Whether it's 5 people sitting in the audience or 500, you know, you create an environment like that for them, and they get so caught up in it and so wound up in it, and that transfers onto you, and then that transfers onto the partner that you're in the ring with, and that's when magic happens. And ultimately, that's really, at least I like to think that's why we're all in the business, is to entertain the fans and bring them to a level like that where they feel absolutely mystified by what they're watching and being a part of.
Right. Let me ask you this: what over your whole career, what's the biggest crowd you've ever wrestled in front of?
Lake Charles, Louisiana, or I can't remember the name of the promotion. There was about 5,000 people there.
Wow.
We had, not to be name dropping here, but we had Mick Foley on the card, D'Lo Brown, Disco Inferno, Buff Bagwell, Eric Watts, Sean Waltman, Rodney Mack, Jazz, ODB, A-Train, trying to think who else was there, Jeff Farmer, the NWO Sting, myself, and a couple of the NWA guys, and there was 5,000 people strong there, and man, it was an incredible show.
Wow, what was it like working in front of that big of a crowd?
Very easy.
Really?
Very easy. You literally didn't even have to do anything but walk out to the ring, and it just got over.
Wow.
It was such an exciting show. And then not only that, not to toot my own horn, but the promoter had come up to me and the guy that I had wrestled that night and said, I don't know why I'm paying all these guys all this high dollar money when you guys actually went out there and had the best show, or the best match for the night. So I felt very honored that I was thought of in that capacity.
Wow, well that's a good segue. What's been your favorite match over your career? What would you say? I mean, I know you've had a lot of great matches, but is there one that just stands out?
I guess one that in particularly stands out in my head is in Memphis Championship Wrestling for Jerry Lawler. I wrestled a guy by the name of Johnny Dotson, and it was a pretty tremendous match. and we only had like maybe 5 to 6 minutes, because they shoot TV, live
Right.
TV, and it was so raw and energetic, and I had just met the guy like maybe 10 minutes before I went out there and wrestled him. We talked about nothing whatsoever. Was told who was going over, time limit, and we just went out there and had a fantastic match.
Wow.
It was, that one definitely sticks out in my mind.
Any particular favorites you like to work in the ring? I mean, you know.
Justin Stone, love working with him. Of course, he was my teacher for a while, and I like working with him because, anytime we get together, we always just say, well, brother, you want it light or tight? And
Right.
That's basically about it. That's all we ever talk about. I've worked a lot with the younger guys in the business. I kind of actually enjoy doing that. It's kind of like, helping your kids take those first steps. I kind of get that feeling when I work with the younger guys, and just because I'm so compelled to help show them a better way.
Right. Anybody you wouldn't want to work again that, just really...
Gosh, there's actually quite a few guys who would.
Oh, okay. Well, you don't have to name names.
Just all the know-it-alls out there, really, I would have to say, and if you're a juggalo, I don't want to work you.
Right. Okay. Well, one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was here. When you first showed up back at Ultimate, we did a promo, and you've been kind of famous for your promos. I was wondering maybe you can give us a little taste of that.
Omega, you've gone soft in your old age. You've been here in Pensacola for far too long, complacent in your spot at Ultimate Wrestling. It has been until now. Nick Bondage, you take a good hard look at me when I talk to you. It has been until Nick Bondage has appeared back on the scene that I've seen a certain fire, a little flicker of what you used to be come out inside you. And I'm going to bring him out. I'm going to bring out Omega. And I want him to play. But it ain't going to be a nice play. Oh no. We're going to take it to the playground, buddy. And we're going to do it. And I'm going to show you exactly why Bondage dominates.
Wow. That was almost like controlled chaos. Very nice.
Thank you.
So what's coming up next for Nick Bondage?
Wow. I can't really say for sure. Whatever the road holds, whatever promotion wants to pay, have me come up, within reason, and if it doesn't take me away from my new beautiful girlfriend too often, and my job, of course, and if I don't sustain too many injuries, then who knows?
Okay. Well, I think we're going to wrap it up, but we will definitely have to do a part 2 to Nick Bondage. I think there's more to the story people need to hear.
Oh, there's plenty more to tell. Thank you for watching, and it's been a pleasure being here.
Oh, before we go real quick, any good ribs you want to... People always ask us, they want to hear about the ribs. You want to give us a good rib story before we check out?
Let me think of a good rib that either I've pulled or... I can tell you a good road story.
Okay,
Actually,
that'll work.
It was for the NWA. As a matter of fact, I was in Jackson, Mississippi. I was just telling this story tonight, as a matter of fact. Somebody, it was pretty funny. We were wrestling in an old converted mechanic shop that had been turned into like a little small gymnasium. And there was no locker room whatsoever. So we just had like a tarp out back, for the wrestlers to get dressed under, and we had to walk around the building and in through the front door. And they were selling bottled water because there was nowhere to get anything to drink whatsoever. And they were actually, to the wrestlers too, they were selling bottles of water, $2 for a bottle of water.
Price gouging.
Yeah, exactly. And I didn't have any cash on me whatsoever until I got paid later that night. So I was, asking around, hey, who's got $2 so I get a bottle of water, because I just got done wrestling. And one of the guys was saying, well, I got $2, but what are you going to do for it? And me being the guy that I am, I'm not shy whatsoever. I've always been the guy to take the dare in the truth or dare game. I said, well, there just happened to be a strip club right across the street. So I said, I tell you what, for $2, I'll put on my mask, nothing else, butt naked, run across the street, right into the doorway of this strip bar, and flash everybody. No, you won't, no, you won't, no, you won't. I said, okay. So here I am, butt naked, put my mask on, I got a pair of tennis shoes on. And as soon as I get around the corner of the building, of course, at this point, everybody's just fucking dying laughing. As soon as I get around the corner of the building, there sits a cop car.
Nice. Nice.
With an officer in the cop car.
Wow.
So there I am standing in the middle of the street holding my junk, wearing nothing but a mask and a pair of tennis shoes. Luckily for me, there was a female cop. So, and all she did was get on the loudspeaker and say, now run along back where you came from. So, not only were all the boys, who were viewing all this laughing hysterically, at this point they were all rolling on the ground laughing hysterically, nice. Trying not to throw up or, shoot milk out of their nose.
Right.
So I come running back and I snatched the $2
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah, I snatched the $2 out of his hand. I said, I think I earned this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, Nick, well, hey, we appreciate you taking time out to talk to us, and feel free to come back anytime you like. And I want to remind all the wrestling fans, keep an eye out. We are going to have more Real Wrestling Shoot videos on the way. In the meantime, be sure to check out the Chief Ironclaw shoot interview we did a while back, and watch the Nick Bondage one 2 or 3 times. So, Nick, we appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Till next time, this is Real Wrestling Shoot. Good night.